Becky Hammond would throw her out there, and she would throw her out there for ruckus in some of the playoff games when she wanted to change the tempo, and it was really a mind game thing. Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young and Kelsey Plum didn't want hustle, so she would put Colson out there to do the dirty work.
Yep.
She didn't put her out there to be great. She didn't put her out there because she could play. She put her out there to do the dirty work because they didn't want to get on the ground for loose balls.
Yep.
That's my team. I watched every game. I ain't missed one game since 2020. I ain't missed a game of the Aces. Since 2020, I ain't missed one game.
Yeah.
Hey, the fifth, man, look here. I don't know, man.
Here, I thought they were loaded.
Hey, Lilac, I'm with you. I think they're going to have the same record they had last year. But what's going to happen is, this how they're going to get it. Instead of like starting slow and finishing fast, that's how they got the 20-20. What's going to happen is they're going to win 2 games. They're going to go on a 5-game losing streak. They're going to win 5. They're going to go on a 2-game losing streak. They're going to have an up and down season.
I see them like that in Laker teams where they had Peyton, Karl Malone.
Yep.
It's just all stars and names, but it doesn't come together. You know what I mean? They lost to Detroit that year. So that's how I see the team. Just got a lot of stars, but I don't see how it's going to come together because you don't have enough. I think Caitlin's going to average like 13 to 15 points now. I don't see her game really upgrading or getting better.
Well, was she average? Was she averaged this year? She averaged 19. Yeah, so I can see her points dropping by like 3 to 4. Right. I can see her going to like 14.
Yeah, because they're not gonna let her shoot the ball.
Now, what's gonna happen? This is what's gonna happen. DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard gonna have to take a backseat, or Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell gonna have to give up some of them shots. One or two things are gonna happen.
So you think Bonner and Howard, they're gonna be more like role players this year?
That's they can swallow their pride and change their role, because both of them are real ball dominant players.
Right.
They're not. The Bonner is a little better off ball player than Natasha Howard, but they're both ball dominant players.
But Bonner could get you a bucket though, bro.
But see, the thing with Bonner is she's streaky though, and I don't like streaky players on a team like this with a lot of dominant ball handlers, because guess what that means? That means if she go 0 for 4, she won't see the ball again.
Right.
That was my knock against.
That's the bad thing. That's the bad thing for Natasha Howard and DeWanna Bonner, is they're both streaky players and they're on a team of ball dominant players. Because even at practice, I was watching their practices. Caitlin is still dribbling the ball, like dribble. There's no ball movement. It's just dribble, and they're just standing on the wing.
That ain't gonna work.
Kelsey Mitchell gonna be mad as hell this year.
I think she's leaving after this year, bro. I would.
I thought she was gonna leave after last year.
She's too good to be going through that, man. Caitlin was
Did she sign a 1-year extension or multi-year extension?
It's
1 year.
Yeah, she gone after next year. After this year.
So Caitlin still got the ball in her. Who's their backup point?
Yeah, and all their practice vids, Caitlin is still like dribble. She had this backdoor pass where she pushed off 3 times and to get it to Kelsey Mitchell on like this little backdoor cut. I seen that video. they gonna, I guess they gonna, because it was like a scrimmage game. It had referees and they ain't even call. I guess they gonna still let her push off. Like that's crazy.
I was
Let her
going
push
to
off stuff.
are they going to emphasize that in the competition committee?
Nope.
I heard
She's still
gonna
doing
try
it.
to fund Sophia Cunningham at the backup point.
Oh, they really gonna lose.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I had the perception that this team was loaded. No,
It's not.
no. Pretty decent starting five, but
They got a decent starting five, but I'm interested to see what the ball movement looks like. Like on paper, they got a starting five that can put up 60 points.
yeah.
But can they put up 60 points together? That's gonna be the thing. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Caitlin Clark is that good of a leadership point guard for that to happen. Like you need, with this kind of team, you need a point guard that could get the ball to them. I think people underestimating what different types of point guards look like. Yes, Caitlin Clark could be a point guard and average assists, but assists come in different varieties. Her assists come in dribble, drive, penetration, where she's just last minute kicking. They come in kind of like these pick and roll situations. I don't think Kelsey Mitchell, Natasha Howard, and DeWanna Bonner is going to like how they get the assists.
Bro, you know what I would do? I would run AB and Tipson together. Put Howard on the bench. Let her come off the bench. Cause that duo right there. Oh my god. Woo! You would have some trouble with that backcourt right there, man. That's just my opinion. Tipson, she's a shot blocker. You know what I mean? She's gonna protect.
Who you said? Who you said?
Tipson and AB.
AB and who?
Yeah, Boston.
Boston and who? Boston and who? I can't hear you.
Timpson. Michaela Timpson.
Oh.
Because DeWanna Bonner is your small forward, and Natasha Howard your power.
Uncle Jay said he would put Howard on the bench and put Timpson.
Howard ain't going to that bench. You must not know who Howard is.
And I'm certainly not putting her on the bench for Timpson. Not yet. Timpson, there's a lot of question marks around Timpson. I like her a lot, but she's 6'1". She got long arms and she plays hard, but she ain't got no offensive bag. She gonna be a dirty work player.
And she's really a 4. She's not a 5. Timpson is a 4. I know she played a lot of 5 at Florida State, but she's really a 4.
But she ain't stretching nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not about to be worried about her at the elbow. You know what I'm saying?
Nuh-uh.
Or the short corner. You know what I mean? That's so. She gotta. I hope she makes the team, or at least a team on the WNBA. But it's a lot of question marks about her yet, and that's okay. That's just where she is right now.
Yeah, no knock on her game.
That proves even further about their depth, because if she makes the team, if Michaela makes the team, which I believe she will, when they put in that second team, is she going to be on it?
Well, I don't know.
Again, she can be your backup 4. She can be your backup 4, small ball 5. So I could see her coming off the bench, depending on the team, getting heavy minutes off the bench. But certain teams, I don't know.
They'll cook her. She has to develop. I like Timpson too. I really like Michaela Timpson, particularly defensively. I like her length and whatnot. But
I think that's why they brought Brianna Turner in, because they don't really have any true backup big like that.
Nope. Damaris Dantas is a specialized 4. You know what I'm saying? Or a 5.
Yeah, she's more of a 4 than a 5. Yeah,
she's specialized, and I like her.
Yeah. So they don't really have a backup like against Chicago. What I would do is I would start the game with Michaela, and I would sit Michaela down halfway through the first and let her play with the backup unit because she can take advantage of them against the Fever. That's what I would do.
Well, Chicago got an actual.
You talking about Michaela Simpson? I mean, Michaela Onyewedding.
I mean, not Michaela. I mean Camilla. I meant Camilla.
Oh, okay.
What you say?
Chicago got an actual team for the second unit. Like they can run a whole another 5 for the second unit. Whereas Fever, you don't know what they're gonna put together for their bench.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think Chicago has the advantage in that aspect.
That's the reason why I asked the question about their depth, about Chicago's depth when we got into this. What Chicago's depth, what is it compared to other teams? And Minnesota's got a more depth. New York. The team that we should really be examining that everybody ain't doing is Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, Atlanta gonna be good.
Atlanta,
Atlanta, man.
You think You think Indiana's better than Atlanta?
Y'all front court too slow.
Who front court?
It's too slow. Atlanta. Too
slow. So you think Indiana will finish ahead of them?
Yeah. They front court too slow and they back court don't play defense.
I don't know
about that. You can only say that for Ryan Howard. Alicia Gray plays defense.
Man, look here. I'm probably be on an island by myself, but Alicia Gray gives up a lot of driving layups. A lot. Y'all don't pay attention. Pay attention to Alicia Gray's defense. She gives up a lot of and ones and a lot of driving layups. For what I always say about her defense, she's great on the perimeter at guarding, but go watch Alicia Gray actually go watch a full game and watch Alicia Gray play defense.
Yeah, because she don't make any of the all defensive WNBA teams.
Go watch. I know we feel like she played again.
Somebody said she was again. When that last night, somebody said she was gonna make an all defensive team.
It wasn't me.
No, it was on Star Sport Network.
Yeah, it was key.
I know. I was in the chat. I gave my first team all defense. Alicia Gray wasn't on it.
T. Carmilla. Did you just say Jordan Canada plays defense?
Oh Lord.
Y'all gotta stop this, man. This is getting out of hand. Y'all gotta stop. This is getting out of hand. Y'all gotta stop this, man.
I think Jordan Canada plays defense too.
Y'all, this is Look. Being quick on the court don't mean you playing defense. Like Westbrook said, Patrick Beverly just out there running around, fooling y'all. This is look, man. ST13 said, look, ST13 said, I think people just give some takes just to see. Zoe said, y'all gotta stop, man.
I'm waiting for the explanation.
Well, what are we doing?
Look,
I've never seen Jordan Canada as this defensive specialist or what have you.
I'm about to go look. Look, I'm about to go look at their defensive plus minus. I'm about to go look. I'm about to go look.
She was the league steals leader twice. Now that ain't the only story, but
hey, BWill. James Harden led the league in steals twice. BWill. Allen Iverson led the league in steals 3 times. BWill. Steph Curry led the league in steals twice. Let's stop. Let's just. It's like assists. It's like assists sometimes. If you're a dominant ball handler, you gonna walk out of bed and average 3 assists because you got the ball half of the possession. If most point guards lead teams in steals because they're always around the ball, and teams are just gonna have unforced turnovers where the ball just literally roll off their foot right in your hand. It's just basketball. That's why when it comes to defense, it's not about what the stat sheet says, it's about what the film says. Defense is really when it comes to defense is really film oriented. It's not the stats because some players don't get the stats as far as like steals and all of that because they're forcing you to pass the ball. A lot of players that get steals, that means the offensive player is dribbling a lot around them. Great defenders, you're not about to do all that dribbling. You're going to get to your move or you're going to pass the ball. Let me go. I gotta see this, man. I gotta see this, man. I gotta see this.
So, Zoe, are you saying Jordan Canada don't play defense or she can't play defense?
I'm not saying she don't play defense. I'm just saying that backcourt ain't defensive oriented like you think it is.
Okay.
There's a difference. I'm not saying she doesn't play defense.
Because the reason I asked is that's what you said. You said they backcourt don't play defense.
Because again, she is 2-time all defensive. And she's a 2-time steals champ.
Ooh.
But do I think, and again, we wasn't talking about the Chicago guys backcourt. We was talking about the Indiana Fever backcourt.
No, we're talking about Atlanta.
No, I was the one that brought up Atlanta as far as a team to look at.
No. That's what I'm talking about. I was talking about them guarding Atlanta.
Right.
I said their front court too slow, and their back court doesn't play enough defense.
And that's the reason why you said you put Indiana ahead of them. That's what I asked you.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I put it. Yeah, that's why I put Indiana ahead of them. I'm not saying against the rest of the league, their front court is slow. I'm not saying against the rest of the league, their back court can't defend them at a high level. What I'm saying is their back court doesn't match Indiana's back court.
Okay.
Because of their play style. Alicia Gray gives up too many dribble drives, and Jordan Canada gets bullied too much.
Yeah, she does. She can get bullied because she's so little. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. But the stat sheet won't show you that, though, BWill. You got to watch film to see it. You got to watch film to see how many times she ends up in the post. You got to watch film to see how many times people shoot right over her, like she ain't standing right there.
She's getting cooked on Unrivaled.
She's getting cooked on Unrivaled. And Unrivaled literally exposed her defense. She was getting cooked.
Yeah, she got cooked.
That's what I'm saying. People in the chat like, nah, they play defense. We ain't with you on this, Zoe. Go watch the tape and come back and have a conversation. Don't go to WNBA.com and look at her accolades.
And if you look at the end of the season, BWill, Alicia Gray started getting cooked. That's the reason, one of the reasons why they didn't go to the championship.
You mean an Unrivaled?
Yeah.
was sporadic with her defense.
They was getting all the wins up to that point, and then they got exposed.
Yeah, right.
And then her two steals champ seasons, it was only 2 steals a game. It ain't like she had 5 or something still. It was 2. She won those 2 steal champions with 2 steals a game.
You talking about Alicia Gray?
No, Jordan Canada.
Jordan Canada, okay.
It wasn't like it was 2 steals a game.
Who was Jordan with in Unrivaled? Was it Divino?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she was Divino.
Yeah.
And they had to keep benching her for Ray Burrell.
Yeah. Baby Ray.
Remember, a lot of people forgot she was the starting point guard to begin Unrivaled, and she kept getting cooked. And remember, Ray Burrell started running the point.
Yep.
It was Ray Burrell, Natasha Howard, Arike, and Hamby getting all the minutes.
No, they benched Rike a lot too.
Well, Rike got banged up. She had got hurt.
Yeah.
She had got hurt, and she never had found her rhythm, so her minutes went down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all gotta stop this, man. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Dog, I'm looking at Jordan Canada's defensive rating last year. Per 100 possessions, she gave up 103 points.
Woo! Damn.
Unbelievable.
That's why I tell y'all just be look here, man. 2 years ago, she gave up 110.
Woo! Damn. Woo! That's cooking.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop, man.
That's thorough. That's a thorough cooking. There's no pink in the middle of that. That's well done. That's well done.
She almost a cone, bro.
That's well done, bro. That's charbroiled.
Unbelievable.
When she made the all defensive team, she was on Seattle and she gave up. Let me see the starting lineup. She gave up the most points. I mean, the most points at 103 the year they won the championship out of that whole starting 5. Made all defense because that team was just that good. See, we gotta stop this, man.
She wasn't on anybody's radar. Her, Alicia Gray, they were not on anybody's radar as far as defense, all WNBA defensive players. It was McBagor, Nafisa, Asia, Dejanay.
100% no. I agree.
No. I'm not saying you said she was. I'm just saying, just for perspective. Dejanay. Who else we were talking about, Zoe?
What? As far as what?
The best defensive players in the league. Dejanay, Asia, Nafisa.
Mine was Dejanay, Asia Wilson, Angel Reese. My top 5 like defensive players.
Yeah.
Dejanay, Angel Reese, Lainey Hamilton, Asia Wilson.
Skylar.
No, Skylar didn't come up, but she's pretty good defensively.
Skylar's a pretty good defender. I was trying to think of my top 5. I lost train of thought just now.
Her tenacity is what gets her, Uncle J.E., when it comes to Skylar.
I'm thinking on my top 5. I lost concentration.
She just don't like nobody when she's on the court.
Ezzy. It was Ezzy. That was my top 5. It was Ezzy from Seattle, Angel Reese, because Ezzy's the best rim protector in the league.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it ain't even up for debate. It's not even up for debate.
No, none.
It's not even up for debate.
No, it's not even a question.
She the first player to average 70 blocks in 3
You said
she
was
last year with 82.
When she played against us, though, I was like, the
She's
hell
the
is
first
this?
player to average 70 blocks in three seasons back to back to back.
Man, she shut
And then
down.
last year she averaged 82.
Damn. She shut down the paint on us, BWill. When we played them,
Against Chicago last year. In their combined games, she had 15 blocks.
Yeah, she was not having it.
Because in one of the games, I think it was the first game they played them. I think it was the first game they played them. She had like eight or 9 blocks.
She was throwing everything in the stands. Like, nope. Just like that, just like Dickie V said, thou shalt not enter thy lane. On McBagor. He was the opposite of a black hole. You put something in there, it's coming back out. So he was
And then, look, this how stats be skewing people. I forgot who that was in the chat. Somebody said Jordan Canada every year had a plus defensive win share. 1 year she had a 0.8. 1 year she had a 0.3. 1 year she had a 0.6. 1 year she had a 0.9. And that was on good defensive teams. So if she would have been on any mediocre team, that would have been a negative. That would have literally been a negative. Sometimes your teammates can help your win share look good.
That's right, Reddit. That's right, Reddit. Whenever McBagor was on the court, she was throwing a block party. She had the DJ. She had the food table out. She had the tape around the speakers.
Double dutch in the corner.
Double dutch, shooting dice, all that at the block party. She was everything was blocked. She blocked the streets, everything.
Don't forget the open water, man.
I think I asked either you or HD, was she a free agent? Remember we was talking about free agency, Zoe? And I asked, was she a free agent? And y'all said no. I was mad as hell because I wanted McBagor for us.
Oh, ST13. I ain't even realize. I missed your super chat. Missed it, but you expect Atkins to score 20 points per game? No, I got her at like 16 to 17. I got her at like 16.5 actually. I got Atkins at 16.5.
Mm-hmm. What up, Duval?
What's going on, Duval?
What's happening? I want to jump in that defensive category on that conversation.
Who you come in? You come and get cooked, or you joining the party? Which one? Before we start,
I'll join the party.
Okay.
But you know me. When it comes to me, I come with all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? You give it to me, I'm gonna give it back.
Let's get it there.
My number one defensive player is gonna be Asia. I think she could do more things well than everybody else when it comes to defense. Her feed is a close second.
What does she do better than Dejanay?
She can't defend the perimeter better than Dejanay, but she can block shots better than Dejanay. She can rebound better than Dejanay because rebound is a defensive stat too.
Rebound is the defensive stat. You right. What else?
But that's it. Like rebounding and block shots and like, cause like Dejanay got her in steals and she got her in perimeter defense. Cause Asia's not a great perimeter defensive player, but she could get by. If that makes sense.
She's capable.
Yeah, she get by. And so I got Fee 2. I got Dejanay 3. I got Easy McAboy 4 because she's the best shot blocker in basketball. Even though Asia got the most total blocks last season. But if you watch Easy McAboy play basketball, she paying people stuff off the backboard. She paying Caitlin ball off the backboard.
Yeah.
Now, My fifth.
You got her as the best rim protector. You got her as the best rim protector.
Who Izzy? Yes, best defense,
Okay.
best
All
shot
right.
blocking
All right.
basketball.
Hey, look, I'm gonna let you finish your list because we about to get it. We're gonna get into that DiJonae versus Asia Wilson, but I'm gonna let you finish your list first.
But my fifth is Angel Reese. I think Angel and Fee is the best perimeter defensive players in basketball.
Is that your 1 through 5? Like, is that how you got them ranked?
Exact order.
That's how you got them ranked?
Exact order. Now, if you ask me my personal preference, because I had to be objective.
No. How do you have them ranked?
That's how I have a rank. That's how I have a rank. Objective.
Oh man, you done lost your mind.
Who I'm missing?
You down there drinking that Florida water, man. You down there drinking that dirty Florida water, man. You done lost your mind.
Drinking Michigan. You be drinking Michigan water.
Nah, who I'm missing?
Cut it out.
Flint.
That's a tragedy.
That's that Flint water. BWill. You know about that.
That's a tragedy. We ain't ready to talk about that.
Who
We ain't ready to talk about that.
What's going on, man? What are we doing?
Talk to me.
Ain't nobody in the league better than DiJonae, bro.
I need to first of all, before we even get into this pot roast, I need to understand what we putting in the pot. I need to understand what we putting in the pot. What is your criteria for defense? What's your criteria?
One, you gotta add in blocks, you gotta add in raw stats, and then you also gotta add in like advanced metrics, and you also gotta add in like eye test, what you see.
We got stats. We got stats and advanced metrics, right? With them two, plain and simple, right? What's your eye test? Like, what are we looking for with the eye test?
Eye test, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Every Hall of Famer Angel go against you, shut them down. Everyone. The last time Angel had a bad defensive game in her whole WNBA and Unrivaled was Stewart the first time. Okay,
so one of your things. Hold on, because I don't want you to explain yet. You're gonna get to you explaining. I'm really just trying to get to your criteria. I'm really just trying to get your criteria. So, okay, one of your criteria for eye test is guarding the other team's best player. What else?
Yes, guarding the other team's best player. How you have impact on the game? Like I said, Izzy Megavoy, like the way she blocks shots, the way she block them off the backboard, that creates a intimidation for other opponents. It makes you play offense differently. Because if you see a presence like that in the paint, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to just attack her. You're gonna try to go around her, or you're gonna try to find ways to like neutralize her from a defensive standpoint, if that makes sense. Do coaches have to game plan around you when it comes to defense?
Okay. So game plan. Okay, you affecting other team's offense even before the game starts. Okay, we getting somewhere. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Is that it? Is that it for your eye test? That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so let's get to your. We can start with your eye test first.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think teams game plan for DiJonae or Asia Wilson on defense?
I think more Asia
Who
Wilson.
You think they're more concerned about?
I think Asia Wilson. I think Asia Wilson have more of an impact on the game than DiJonae, and I love DiJonae.
That ain't what I asked you, man. I said specifically when I'm drawing up my offensive play.
I said
when I'm drawing up my offensive sets, am I worried about what Asia Wilson is or what DiJonae is?
I said Asia Wilson. I didn't stutter.
DiJonae.
Man, you done lost your mind.
I didn't stutter, brother. It's Asia Wilson. Because you got
to big, Duval. Why would I start my defensive concerns with Asia Wilson? She's a big.
But you gotta think about this.
She isn't guarding above the break. But DiJonae guards above the break.
She does. I think the best.
So why would I start my defensive concerns with Asia Wilson?
Two things. One, you gotta think about this. This is not the NBA. WNBA is still a big man's league. Now it's gonna become a guard perimeter league in the next 2 to 5 years because a lot of guards coming in. But as of right now, it is still a big man's league. That's why if you look at the MVPs for the last, like I want to say 15 years, I think only 2 non-big men won it because it's still a big man league. So you gotta think about.
But Duval, Duvall, I specifically asked you your criteria. You bringing me the white man notes.
Stop it. Man.
Asked you your criteria. You brought me the white man notes. I said, Duvall, what is your criteria? We talking. You went to some defensive player of the year voting. That ain't what your criteria was.
No, I said it's still a big man's lead. I'm saying as of right now, it's still a big man's lead. So I think Asia have more of an effect on the game than a DJ because you still got to stop the other team's big man. Some of the best players in the league right now are big men. They're not guards.
Duvall, you can neutralize shot blocking by being a good jump shooting team.
Yeah.
That's how you neutralize shot blocking.
Yeah.
You can't block jump shots.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, Uncle G. Why you say Uncle G? Don't save him. Don't save him. I got a plan.
You say he's a good shot blocking team, right? I get that. I truly get that. But that's not. Again, the WNBA different from the NBA. They do shoot threes, but that's not how the league is structured. They still play in the paint.
Bro, I'm not talking about threes. I'm talking about mid range and jump shots, just regular jump shots.
But I'm saying even that helps Asia because like this is where I'm gonna tell you what Asia people don't really recognize what Asia be doing, and this is where you are right at last time, Prince. She do roam the paint. She don't just stay on one man. She do like she'll roamer. If that makes sense. Like
that makes sense. She is a roamer.
That's what I'm saying. So that's another thing you have to look for. She's not somebody that like Angel gonna just stay on her man unless it's a pick and roll situation, unless it's unless she got to play drop coverage or zone. She gonna stay on her man throughout the game. Angel like the roam a lot, and so
Duvall, I can't let you do this, Duvall, because the people in the chat gonna start believing what you're saying, man.
Come on now. You tell me
Angel Reese. If you watch Angel Reese is actually a better roamer than Asia Wilson is.
Angel,
but she play a man.
Angel actually doesn't guard her person. What Angel does is she plays off of her person because she's quick enough to recover. Angel is only chest to chest when her player got the ball. If her player doesn't have the ball, Angel is roaming.
She's the safety. Angel's the safety.
But I'm saying even with Asia, even when her man got the ball, she kind of playing her man, but also playing the passing lane. She's not really playing her man like that. Like Angel playing her man one-on-one straight up once the man got the ball. But yes, you're right. Angel do roam as well. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But I'm just saying, Angel, like even if you notice when I'm gonna give you a perfect example, when the Vegas Aces play a good low post team, Angel don't defend the best player on the other team. She'll always get like a weaker player so she can roam and stuff like that, and she don't really play her man like that. Angel is different. Angel have to play the best player on the other team every single game. So she do a lot of roaming, huh? You said what?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, she do a lot.
No, I'm listening.
So she do her share of roaming, but she also play her man. She also gonna lock down her man. Even if you playing pick and roll, or even when she playing like post defended defense, where she play in front of her man, make the like the guard try to pass over her, which they can't do because she not a recover, just like you know what I'm saying. But she play her man a lot of the time. You know, she roam as well. But Asia played she played like the paint, the area. She don't play her man like that. Let's be honest. She don't play. That's why she always stick like if it's two big men, she'll stick the worst of the two big men so she can roam a lot more than Angel would.
Okay. So she's defense. That's what you're saying.
Basically, she Rudy Gobert.
Okay. But I've never seen Asia go to the top, clap her hands, and get down and guard a 1 or 2.
No, she ain't doing none of that.
That's what Angel is doing, though.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Well, don't change the subject though. This ain't about Angel.
I know.
Real, because like it's supposed to be defending Asia Reese, while trying to make a case for Asia Wilson better defender than DiJonai.
Yeah,
like that BWill. His explanation literally lets me know she's not a better defender. His case started off as Dejanay and became Angel Reese versus Angel Wilson.
No, because y'all brought up Angel Reese. Y'all brought up saying what Angel Reese does. So I had to like analyze that in addition to what I was talking about when it came to Angel Wilson. What I'm saying is Angel Wilson does more things well on defense than like a Dejanay. I think I have to game plan more for Asia because her responsibilities on defense than I would like a Dejanay. Dejanay don't roam like that.
Right.
Dejanay, she play the passing lanes. Don't get me wrong, but she just like Angel. She play her man. She lock her man up. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's why I say I could game plan around a Dejanay, especially in a big man league still in the WNBA. It's not enough good guards where Dejanay have to constantly play the best guard on the other team every single week. Like I said, you still got to factor in Asia a better rebounder. She a better shot blocker, and she do more to impact a game than a Dejanay at this time. That's all I'm saying.
At what time?
At this current juncture of the WNBA.
I disagree.
Why?
Man, nothing you said just not made sense.
Okay, talk to me.
But you ain't been up here in a long time, so I'll let you cook.
He was here the other night.
He was.
And so that
Look, man. So look. If I'm drawing up a play, right?
yes.
If I'm drawing up a play, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out. Watch what I'm about to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna help you out. I got you. This is what I do. I'm gonna help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. You can see the screen. You can see my clipboard.
I can see it now. It's coming up.
All right. Defender here. Defender here. Defender here. Defender here. Defender here.
Yeah.
Ball here. Got a man here. Man here. Man here. Man here. The ball right here. I'm trying to get it here or here. Which one of these players gonna blow their screen up? Which one of these players can disrupt that offense first?
Okay, you say if you talk about top of key, yes, Dejanay can.
This person, right? Dejanay, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Let's say I get the ball here. Which one of these players got more impact on this ball being there?
Dejanay.
Let's say I pass it here. Which one of these players got more impact on this ball being there?
Dejanay.
Let's say I pass it here. Which one of these players got more impact on that ball being there?
What other spot at? Because like I said, I ain't seen
right here in the corner, short corner, right there.
Okay, I got you. In that case, it'll be more. It could be either Dejanay or Asia. Because again,
so
like
what we talking about then? What are we talking about? She has more impact on foreign players when that play first start than the big down low.
Again, you gotta stand.
You just don't know. No, you just told me. You just told me when you're game planning defensively, it starts with Angel Wilson, not Dejanay. That's what you told me. I didn't say it. If you said it, you lying.
Yeah, I said it. I said with that. I said what I said.
Look. On my board, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, Asia Wilson is a roamer. Let's watch our passing lanes. Mm-hmm. Asia Wilson is a rim protector. When we drive, let's make sure we're either getting her up to get her in foul trouble, or we're using her to pull her away from the rim so we can get shots at the rim, right? That's what I'm doing on my board with Asia Wilson. With Dejanay, guess what I'm doing? When Dejanay's in the game, who's ever our best offensive player, They can't even bring the ball up court. I need you on the other half because we about to run Dejanay off of a decoy screen to get her off the best player.
You're right. I got you.
On my board, I'm on my board. I'm like, hey, when we do our wing passing, let's pass it away from Dejanay because she's great in passing lanes.
Gotcha.
Hey, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell. When we set our screen up top, we gotta avoid Dejanay blowing it up. So guess what we need to do? We need to bring a double horn screen because Dejanay gonna blow up our first initial screen. You see, it's levels to how you look at defenders. It's more than just what the stat sheet say.
Yeah,
Things that players do don't always show up in just the stat sheet of it or in just the plain view. You gotta understand what's really going on.
I guess
that doesn't look, Asia Wilson is my GOAT. That doesn't take away from what Asia Wilson does. I'm just saying at this point in time, Dejanay disrupts offenses more than Asia Wilson's does. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I just say because the way they play Asia Wilson, they like her to roam all over the place and everything. I just felt like she had more of an impact on the game based on that scenario. And plus, I feel like it's still a big man's league with the WNBA, so they still like throw it down low and stuff like that. So I think she had more of an impact because of those reasons.
No. I get what you're saying. I get what you're see. You're talking about the initial game plan of just the game, like win or lose. Yes, it's Asia Wilson.
Yes,
because she's the best player on the floor. But if I'm the coach and I'm drawing up my offense, I'm more concerned about what Dejanay is going to do, not Asia Wilson. That's the conversation we're having. We're not having the conversation of when we're game planning for the Aces, we're focused on Asia Wilson. That's not the conversation we was having. Of course, we're focused on Asia Wilson. Even if Dejanay was on her team, of course we're focused on Asia. It's Asia Wilson. She's the GOAT. Mm-hmm. We were talking about if we're drawing up a play, we're specifically just talking about defensive impact. If we're drawing up a play, I'm more focused on where Dejanay is on the court, not Asia Wilson. Because the reason I'm saying I'm more focused because I gotta put more effort into Dejanay's defensive effort versus Asia Wilson's defensive effort. If I'm the opposing coach, all I'm saying is Asia Wilson is a rim protector. Let's run this set to get her from the rim. If I'm the coach, we can't run this screen because Dejanay gonna blow it up. We can't run this passing lane play because Dejanay gonna steal it. Our best player can't bring the ball up because Dejanay gonna pressure her 94 feet, and by the time she get cross half court, we done already ran 12 seconds off the clock. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
It's levels to how you setting up the play. If you're just game planning for the Aces, it's Asia Wilson. That's not even what we're arguing. We're arguing how how their defensive impact affects the team's offense.
I just feel like, I understand what you're saying. You make a compelling case, so so I'm not arguing with that. But I just feel like it was Asia Wilson because how the game is still played today when it comes to the WNBA. You still throw it inside the paint. You still try to score within, they still go to the basket and try to score within 2 feet. And so I feel like
I get that. I'm not saying you're not wrong about. I'm not saying Asia Wilson defensive rim protecting impact isn't major. Of course it's major. I got her one of the top 5 defensive players in the league. Of course it's major. I'm just talking about the game planning for their defense. We're not talking about game planning for beating the Aces. We're talking about just game planning for specific players.
I got you. I guess I would have been more on how you felt if it was 3-4 years from now. I think 3-4 years from now, it's going to be a lot of guard play that's coming into the league. And I think the game going to change from what it is now to what it's going to be. Then I would have felt like Dejanay would have had more of a defensive impact than Asia Wilson because of that reason. But I think.
Hey, look. Hey, look, Duval. I'm about to prove my point. Have we ever think about this? Does the Connecticut Suns have a real rim protector last year?
No.
And did we ever say? I want you to remember what you just said. You said no, right?
No.
And did we ever say while watching the Connecticut Suns play, they don't got no rim protecting?
Right. Right.
Pay attention. This is for y'all in the chat. Duval, this not even really for you. This is for the people in the chat. I'm trying to cook right now. Mm-hmm. Did we ever say the Aces is getting killed at the rim?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Suns is getting beat at the rim. You know why? Because DeJounte blows all that up. Breann Jones and AT can just roam. Breann Jones can just stand in the paint and be a big body because DeJounte gonna blow everything on the perimeter up and make you second guess every pass. And she gonna burn as much time off the clock for you as possible, so her team doesn't even have to do that much.
Feel you?
Because she gonna guard you from your end to hers. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she got greater ball pressure than Asia Wilson. That's not even close. I love DeJounte ball pressure. So you're right about that. I just, like I said again, because how the game is played, I felt like Asia was more impactful because of that reason. But like I said again, we could agree to disagree. But like I said, you are right. What you're saying is correct. I'm not arguing with that. You making a compelling case. That's why I got Angel so high, because Angel's the one person that I could put on the guard. I can put on the point guard. I can put on the shooter guard. I can put on the small forward. I can put on power forward. I can put on the center, and she would shut everybody ass down. It's not even close. So I get what you're saying. I just feel like the way they play Asia on defense and the way the game is still played right now, she has more of an impact.
Yeah, because now look, you say more impact, right? Yeah. Well, I'm an Aces fan. I got a dog in the race with Asia. So I should be really on Asia's side, right? But I'm just objective when it comes to just breaking down the film and understanding impact. I'm just objective. BWill, you can contest this. How many times last year, even ESPN was saying Asia Wilson needs help underneath the rim?
Oh, that's been their problem. Yeah, 100%. As an Aces fan, she needs help. Even as great as she was in protecting the rim at times, she still needs help.
With DeJounte on that perimeter, with Mabry on the court with her, did you ever hear anybody on YouTube or anybody on ESPN say DeJounte need help on the perimeter?
Nope.
Look, it's the ball. It levels to certain things that just don't just everything ain't gonna just be in front of you like that. Everything just ain't gonna be in front of you like that. And that's not to take away from what Asia Wilson does. I just like DeJounte as the best defender in the league because of what she does to offenses. She makes them really think. She makes them look. I like. That's why I like Angel Reese. That's why I like Asia Wilson's. That's why I like the McBuckets, because the Bridget Carringtons, because they make you really think on Delaney Hamilton. Like Phoebe ain't as great as them. Like they make you really think on defense.
Yeah. That's why I call Angel Reese the Deion Sanders of defense. I really do. Because she would shut down your best player. And if you could just do half a job on everybody else, you should be able to win every game. So I agree with that. Like I said, I love DeJounte. Like I said, I feel like DeJounte is the best perimeter defender in basketball. I said that. I just felt like Asia had more impact based on how the game is played. But again, you make a compelling point when it comes to say how they play, when it comes to like ball pressure from, from the half court all the way to, the 3-point line. I get you.
Yeah. And definitive one. You in the chat, and I've been really cooking you the whole time. You ain't even really noticed it yet. Definitive one. Do you think Breann Jones is a great defensive player? So what you just wrote is blasphemous. Dejanay don't need a great defensive big behind her. Dejanay plays chest to chest basketball.
She does, but she did have some defensive help though. Let's not act like she was by herself.
I'm not saying she don't. Every team got that's what I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about she don't got defensive help. Asia Wilson got defensive help with the Jackie Young. I'm not the Alicia Clarks that was there. Like we're not talking about that. We're just talking about individual impact on defense.
And
it goes beyond what the stat sheet says. It goes beyond just what you see in front of you. It's more to it. If you got a game plan for somebody at practice, that's different. I want you to hear how that sounds. I got a game plan for your defense at practice.
I got you.
I think you don't separate the offense from her defense as far as impact, because Dejanay gonna make you get out of your stuff. Asia gonna make you get out of your stuff when you come into the rim. That's totally different. Dejanay, she can make you change your game plan. You got to run the ball away from her. With Asia, you just worry about when you go to the rim. You understand?
I understand. I mean, I ain't remedial, brother. You know, so I got you what you're saying, bro.
Not like Asia, not like Duval. Asia can make you take more jump shots if you want to use that.
And she do a lot of help defensive stuff too. That's why I said Asia do a lot of roaming on defense. She don't play the broad pressure like Dejanay. It's a two different game plan that they play when it comes to how they play defense. Let's be honest about that. Like Dejanay play a lot of man. She play a lot of ball pressure. Asia don't do that. She do a lot of roaming. That's why she do a lot of help.
They play different positions. If you can't stop comparing apples to apples. Then, like, because Dejanay is a perimeter defender. If you call an Asia and Angel roamers, that's different than being a perimeter defender. So you can't really compare them like that.
Dejanay guards the initial ball action.
Yeah,
right.
That's actually tougher. That's actually tougher. I was a point of attack defensive guard. I don't think y'all understand how hard it is to guard the other team's best player every night.
I know how hard it is.
I don't think y'all understand how much energy that takes.
Yep. Well, you got to worry about Dejanay when you're trying to inbound the ball. You don't worry about Asia when you're inbounding the ball.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got you. And
so
let me make a correction real quick. BWill.
Let me say this. Let me say this while it's on my mind before I forget.
Go ahead.
I remember when the Fever played the Connecticut Suns. Caitlin Clark will be dribbling the ball up court, looking behind her, trying to see what Dejanay is, and Dejanay is already on the other side of the court.
Yep. That game.
Dejanay not even around the basketball, and Caitlin Clark is looking behind her, trying to see what Dejanay is. And Dejanay is guarding somebody else in the corner. That's why I say there's levels that you don't really see.
But you're right. I got you on that one. But BWill, let me make something clear. I said Angel is a roamer. No, Angel could do both. Angel is a complete defensive player. Angel flaw on defense is transition. Transition defense, you gotta attack Angel.
And shot blocking. She's not a shot blocker.
She can do it. She don't do it. She'll affect your shot, but she can block your shot. That's nothing. Her way of defending is affecting your shot. That's why she'll just put her hand in your face instead of trying to block your shot, because she knows that they call whistles differently in the WNBA. And that's how you get in foul trouble quickly. That's why Camilla get in foul trouble a lot. Camilla be aggressive with the shot blocking. That's not Angel. Angel can do it because she did it in Unrivaled. But she just don't do it because at the end of the day, she know how they call the game, and so she play accordingly. If you notice that, like I say, when I give a perfect example when it came to Angel, like the game that they lost with the Miss. Remember, she got in foul trouble that game, and the Miss won that game. I remember the next game they played against the Laces. She let Alyssa Thomas score her first 3 points for her first 3 baskets, not because she didn't want to stop her, but because she knew that they had a quick whistle. So she wanted to at least get to the 3rd quarter before she really played her aggressive defense. And she held Alyssa Thomas to 6 points that whole game. She just let her score at the beginning because she knew because the last game how the ref called the whistle, she wanted to see if Delzo called it the same way. That's how Angel IQ is when it comes to defense. She really analyze everything.
So Duvall, that wasn't my point. I'm gonna make my point, I think, more simple this time. Whatever the case is, they both great defenders. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, they play different positions. And so therefore they defend differently. So that's why I'm saying you can't really, it's apples to oranges. It's a comparison. You like apples because they sweet and juicy. I like oranges because they sour and juicy or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's apples and oranges, not apples to apples. So that's all I'm saying.
No, I got you. I just wanted to make it clear that I don't want you to just think Angel is just a roamer, because that's the part that caught me. When you said Asia and Angel was roamers, I'm like, no, Angel could do both. Angel great at both.
No, I was just saying what you said. At that point, I was just
you ain't never heard me say that, because I would never do.
No, you didn't say they were just, but you were comparing them to DeJounte, and you were comparing the fact that they roam and DeJounte is playing more on the ball. That's all.
No, okay. Well,
I was never saying that Angel is just a roamer. No,
Now, my apologies if you misunderstood me. I'm saying Asia is more of a roamer. I said Angel does it. She does it well, but she's a man-to-man ball pressure defender. She's closer to DeJounte than she is to Asia when it comes to defense. So that's why I say when Prince said what he said, I understand what he's saying now, and that's why I got to concede to that. You know, I still feel like it's still a big man's league in the WNBA.
Well, at least you can see that
it is still a big man's league, but it is transitioning. What do you? So you mean like defensively a big man's league, or like just play style?
The play style. They still throw it down to the paint. They still want to score inside the paint. They still drive to the lane. Like that's why I said when it came to DeJounte, if it was 3-4 years from now, when the Jujus and the Hidalgos and the Fawales and all those come in, I think the game gonna transition to a guard-oriented game, because you're gonna have a lot of high-level great guards at that time. You see what I'm saying? I think as of right now, it's still like the Brianna Stewart, the Alyssa Thomas, the Fee Colliers. You know what I'm saying? It's still a big man's league. So it's a lot of the game still is dominated in the paint, or at least around the paint.
Okay, shut that door if you're gonna be hard.
Is Zoe still there? He got quiet. So
I heard his wife. I heard everything okay.
Oh. Hey, quiet as kept. Zoe's supposed to be doing another stream at 8:30.
yeah.
That was 20 minutes ago.
I guess he like y'all better, I guess.
Nah.
That was his own stream. It was his own stream.
So
you got cooked. I appreciate it, man, than most of us. You got cooked. You admitted. So
I mean, like I understand where you're coming from. So yes, the way you broke it down, yes, okay, I can see how DeJounte have more of an impact on the game. I just feel like I said, how the game is played, I feel like it's Asia. I feel like it's still a big man's game. I feel like they still construct the WNBA still from the inside. They still go to the basket. They still throw it in the post. Even like as of yesterday press conference, Tyler Marshall was talking about how he don't have to get the both bigs and go involved when it comes to the post and stuff like that. So it's like they still have that mindset. I think like in 5 years that mindset going to change. I think in 5 years that the WNBA will be like the NBA, in my opinion. Go ahead, Jay, Uncle Jay.
In my opinion, you can't win. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. In my opinion, you can't win without the big man. I don't think they could take the big man out of the game, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to see NBA and the WNBA. I don't want to see a bunch of threes and all that.
But the game gonna change like that, Uncle J, because like I said, you
No,
got a lot of
I
great
hope
guards.
not,
You got a lot of great guards. I'm
bro.
talking
We
even
watch the NBA because of that right now. I don't watch the NBA. I'm watching the playoffs, but
I
I
don't
don't
watch
watch
the
the
NBA
NBA.
either. I probably watched the Wills and the Lakers game Sunday. That's the first time I watched the NBA all season.
Yeah, the
Because
playoffs.
I don't like how the game is played. But I think the WNBA gonna get to that because, like I said, it's a lot of great guards coming up, man. Like
So I
even
hope.
next year draft, you got Kiki Rice, you got Easy Foot, you got what's you got? Tadai Last, you got like I said, you got Fly J. That's 4 right there.
But you got Betts. Betts is still in there.
She a bit man, yeah, that's true. But like I said, you don't know how they don't want to play bets.
It's gonna be up to the coaches and the league, because the league can literally say, you know what, we need more shooting, and all of these guards that be getting cut that can shoot, they gonna make rosters. If the league says, nah, we're gonna keep it like it is, we like our old heads in the league, our veterans, right? We like to just sprinkle in some rookies, it's gonna really stay like it is. But if the league is like, we need to get faster, we need to get more scoring, we need to create more excitement, we need to get rid of some of the foul calling, some of the rough play and call more fouls, they're gonna introduce a lot more of the ball handlers. So it's really up to the league, not the players. That's why I always say, even when it comes to the NBA, people get on the players. It's at the end of the day, it's a business. When you go for a job interview and you working at Burger King and you go for a job interview and you work at Chase, if you want to work at Chase and make more money, what you gonna do? You're gonna code switch and you're gonna start wearing a suit and tie.
Yeah.
I don't know why we blame players for what the league wants. It's a business that we always say it's a business, but we only say it's a business when we want to pick and choose when we want to say it's a business. No, it's always going to be a business, and it's always a business 24/7. It's not a players' league. It's a business. WNBA and NBA is a business. They decide what they want the game to look like, because it starts with the refereeing. They'll go to their refereeing committee in the offseason and say, hey, this offseason, let's get away from hand checking. They touch somebody's hand, it's a foul. Hey, when they drive and they bump hip to hip, it's a foul. It's the league. And what players got to do, they just adjust to how the league wants it to be refed and how the league wants it to look. The league said, we like what Steph Curry doing. We want more shooting.
I think
that wasn't Steph Curry. That ain't their fault. That's why I don't understand like how players get blamed for the way the business owners want the league to look, because they decide what comes to their team. All these bigs that get cut in training camp, they get signed. All these bigs that's overseas in the G League right now, if they wanted to be a back to the basket league, they would be in the NBA, not in the G League and overseas.
See, that's what I'm afraid of. I think because the way Caitlin plays and the excitement that comes from it, I think they're gonna start tweaking the rules to get more of that. And then with the guard play that's coming into the league, I think they're gonna help facilitate that. And I think a lot of coaches, especially getting hired now, gonna want to play that type of style. Even like Tyler Marsh, he want to play that type of style based on what his interview was today. He want to play that up tempo and have Angel play like, you know what I'm saying, that stretch four and stuff like that.
That's what all of these coaches that just got hired, that's what they are.
I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to Eve for that 199 super chat. We already getting that positionless style. We getting there. WNBA, they closing in. They closing in.
So that's why I was saying in the future, that's why I will see what you will come from with Dejanay, because I'm thinking in the future they're gonna be like that, where she gonna be more of an impact. But as of right now, I just feel like it's still a big man's league. So I still gotta give the Asia.
I hope they don't take the physicality out of the game either. I want the physicality to stay in the game.
You can say that. You can say that because look, my that's why my top three, I got Dejanay 1, Angel Reese 2, and Asia Wilson 3. Because Angel Reese personality on defense can affect what you're doing and incite her team to play harder defense. I don't think Asia Wilson does that. I don't think Asia Wilson's defensive persona motivates her players to play defense. I'm sorry. I watch all the Aces game. They don't look at Asia Wilson and say, we got to play defense. They look at Angel Reese and say, we got to play defense.
I would say
they look at Dejanay and say, we got to play defense because of how she plays. That's why
I see that.
That's why I got Dejanay 1, Angel Reese 2, and Asia Wilson 3. Because it's not just the stat sheet, it's the play style, it's the preparation, it's the way that your teammates revolve around how you play.
Yeah, I see that. That's why I say that's why I love Angel Reese and her defensive style. Like I said, she have no flaws on defense. Except for transition defense. That's the only thing I think she's not as good at. You can attack on transition defense for whatever reason. I don't know because she played flat foot on transition defense or whatever not, but when it comes to regular half court defense, she don't have no flaws in her game. None. She's the only big man I know that you can't dribble around her. And I'm talking guards and all. I'm talking point guards. You better not dribble around Angel Reese. She'll take the ball from you. She's that intimidating. She's the only person I can see. I give a perfect example. Like last year, in WNBA, Brittany Griner was playing against Camilla. Camilla got cooked both times. No disrespect. Angel Reese played Camilla. Angel Reese played Brittany Griner and Rival. That girl couldn't even get a shot off.
Facts.
She couldn't even get a shot. On time, she had several shot clock violations because Angel Reese was just so fast. Anytime Brittany Griner turned to her left, she was there. When she turned to her right, she was there. She couldn't get a shot off. That's how powerful Angel Reese is on defense. Like she know what you're gonna do before you do it. That's why she could play the pass. She could play her man, and then she know you about to pass in a certain spot. She'll get to that spot before you pass it. She's very, very impactful on defense.
I think she get beat on transition because she doesn't matches up well.
Nah.
But set offense, she's playing the safety.
Yeah.
So when transition, she can't match up because she's not really playing her man on defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they on transition defense, what they do, they attack her. And because she's running backwards, she need to get to the point when she on transition defense, either stop the ball pressure and make, say the guard or forward stop they dribbling and dribble it out to everybody get back, or set a charge and and make a charge on the transition defense. It's like in Angel mind, she's trying to think what she gonna do, and by the time she make a decision, they already attacked her.
Already passed her, right? Mm-hmm.
They either gonna score her or foul. That's why that's the only thing she really have to work on. She have to work on her transition defense. But other than that, when it comes to half court, no flaws, none. If you try to throw it in the post, you waste your time. If you try to dribble on her, you might as well just give the ball to her because she's gonna take it from you. It's nothing that you can really do on Angel in the half court set that she cannot dominate and have an answer for. You cannot play her in pick and roll defense because she'll blow that up too. She great at drop coverage. She know what you're gonna do before you about to do it. She don't have no flaws on defense, none. Even when you score on Angel, sometimes she'll let you score on strategy, just to see how they're gonna call the game. You see what I'm saying? She does that. She does that as well too. Why you laughing?
Because man, at some point you gotta chill on the glazing. I mean, everybody has flaws, and it's okay. It's okay, man. Every time Angel gets scored on, it's not because she strategizes. Man, no matter how good you are, you gonna get scored on. It's okay.
I ain't say every time, bro. Don't put words in my mouth. Come on now.
She has a problem with bigger size players because she's undersized. She does have some difficulty with big players and stronger players.
But she shut them down every time. So who the big player that scores on her like that?
What?
Who's the big player that's
killing her?
Who?
Asia be killing her.
What game that happened on?
When she was like 0 for 8 for 28 or whatever, she still killed her. She killed her and Cardosa. That one game when she gave them a lesson. I think she had what 30 something or something like that.
The 8 for 28, she had like what 28 points. And
Yeah,
a lot of that was free throws.
The game before that, she had like what 36 or something like that when she was teaching Angel a lesson.
I know the first game, Asia cooked the first game.
Yeah,
that was the first game. Yeah,
she cooked the first game. Second game, Camilla Maynard played she cooked Camilla. Angel did a good job on them. Third game, both of them did a great job on them.
Yeah, it was the combination that was really hard for her.
Yeah.
But she has a hard time with bigger players, bro, because they're bigger than her. Strong. That's why she got her legs stronger this year. Her base.
Yeah, but I'm saying even with the bigger players, she shut them down too. It's not a player that you could say that had a great game on her like that. So I can name all the players that had a great game on her. I can name right now. What's your girl name? NECA. When she had her 27, NECA had 24. Like I said, the first Asia game, she got beat real good on that game. Alyssa Smith had a good game on her. I think Alyssa Smith one time had 17. And who else? That's about it. Because all the other games, she, like I said, she shut them down. She shut them down to their worst field goal percentages.
I think she had a hard time with Jonquel Jones too.
Yeah, she did.
She shut down Jonquel Jones to 14 points. That was game 3 when they played. New York played in Chicago. Jonquel Jones that game went 5 for 14.
Bro, there was a play from training camp recently. Cardoso gets the ball. Angel's on it. She went right through Angel.
Okay.
Angel has a hard time with bigger players because she's undersized, bro. It's okay. You know what I mean? She'll try. She give an effort on defense. She might even stop them sometimes. But eventually they're gonna get her.
Okay.
They're bigger than her.
Okay.
Cardoso went right through her. Like she wasn't even there.
Gotcha.
And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean?
That's why I said I ain't gonna argue. That's your opinion.
That happens. Size matters, and that ain't no knock on. Like
it's not.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. This is what we gotta stop doing. We gotta stop trying to explain a fact. Like, and that ain't we gotta explain the fact because we don't want nobody to feel like we knocking a person. I mean, that's what this has come to.
It's a difference, Prince, between critical analysis and criticism. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
That's why I say gotcha. I respect your opinion, even if I don't agree with it.
Hey, look, Duval, that's what you got to do. You just got to say gotcha.
Gotcha.
You got to say gotcha. That's all you got to do.
I said, the numbers say otherwise, but like I said, if y'all feel that way, cool.
I mean, at the end of the day, even a conversation me and you was having, it's just a perspective kind of.
Yeah.
Right. It's more of a perspective of analysis kind of conversation of how we view defense. Everybody views defenses differently. Everybody views defenses in a way, because that's why I say, like, if I wanted to, I could have made a better argument for Asia Wilson over Dejanay. But I don't see the defense like that. You get what I'm saying? If I really wanted to, I could have made more points for Asia Wilson over Dejanay. But I don't view it like that, because I could have used the object of, well, it is still a big league, and most of your points are coming from forwards on up. Like I could have used those kind of analogies.
And that's what I basically said, though.
Yeah, but game planning wise, see, I went with the game plan of it. I went with the mental game plan. If you notice, I never really talked skills, blocks. I went with mental game plan, the aspect of at practice. How do we game plan for this person? Do they take us out of our offense, or do we struggle in the offense? Dejanay takes you out of your offense. I feel like Asia Wilson brings your offense down where you struggle percentage shooting wise, right? I feel like Dejanay takes you out of your offense completely. Where you start looking to see what she had on the court and you forget you even running the play.
Yeah. She great with ball pressure. Can't take
You
that away.
running a play, like Uncle J.E. said, you could be running a play where it's for you to go back door and you see Asia Wilson there, you might stop short of going back door and just take a jump shot.
Yeah.
But I feel like Dejanay, when that play is meant to go back door, the ball ain't even on that side of the court anymore because she done blew up the screen.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Hey, Key, you in the chat trolling. You got to come up here, man. You in that chat. You in the chat trolling. Hey, make sure y'all pull up tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Excuse the Takeover. Again, you know, I had funeral and stuff last week. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Kyron Lacey. I had funeral and stuff last week, so I was dealing with that. But we back this week, man. Give y'all that good cooking, that old-fashioned cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? So pull up tomorrow for Excuse the Takeover, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, wherever you're located, to get this gospel, wherever you located to get this gospel. And make sure y'all go subscribe to my girl Key channel. Get it to 1,000. We got 74 people still in here. If you ain't subscribed to WBB Universe, go subscribe to WBB Universe and go get my girl to 1,000 subscribers, man. That ain't no facts. That ain't a key. That's going on the dock for tomorrow. So you better come with your take too. You better explain it very well.
So it's time for your next show.
Let me get out of here, man. Yeah, let me get out of here, man.
Yeah, you're supposed to do your next show at 8:30.
If I do it, it's gonna be at 10:30. It's gonna be at 10:30 if I do it, because all my docs and stuff ready. I just gotta click play and submit the thumbnail. If I do it, it's gonna be at 10:30. So be on the lookout for that. I might go back live at 10:30. If not, we'll see. Tomorrow, same time, 4:30. Pull up. Tomorrow we'll be discussing Courtney Vandersloot, Camila Cardoso, and Michaela Onweye. We'll be discussing what they should be doing in training camp right now. I'll be discussing the videos and clips that I've seen, and we'll get back in this tomorrow again. Throughout the rest of the week, up until their first preseason game, we'll be combing through the roster, seeing what we expect in training camp, talking about who makes it. If they do make it, what can they contribute to the team? So we'll go 3 players at a time. Reese and Ariel Atkins was a big topic, so I decided to get those 2 out the way first. Tomorrow, pull up for Camila Cardoso, Courtney Vandersloot, and our hopeful savior and Michaela Onweye. Y'all 3-and-D player.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta stop it, man. Y'all gotta stop it.
Hey, Prince. Well,
What up?
Hold on. They ain't won't let me do it. I was gonna ask you to show. I was gonna try to show you something, but they ain't won't let me get it. But it's all
Send me the link.
But Prince, I'm gonna step down. BWill, Brass, DeVoe, as usual. I enjoyed.
Absolutely. Me too.
Night.
Catch y'all later.
It's a link or something, Duvall? What it is?
it was a link, but it won't let me send it to you. But that's okay. Shit, we'll do it another day. I appreciate you, brother. I just came too late, so I have to catch you on. I'll catch you tomorrow with your
All right, man. We'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. You know where we at.
I got you, brother.
Shout out. Appreciate it, Duvall. Shout out to ST13, Brian Allen Hines, and Saheed for the super chats today. Again, anytime I'm in it and you really wanted me to take time to really dive into your questions, send it as a super chat. We'll get to it. Again, if you ain't subscribed to Star Hoop Central, make sure you go subscribe. If you ain't subscribed to WBB Universe, make sure you go subscribe. Welcome to ITV. Go subscribe. Showtime on Point Sports. Go subscribe. If you ain't subscribed to, if you ain't pull up for Excuse the Takeover yet, pull up. If you ain't pull up for Star Hoop Central yet, pull up. Pull up and get this good cooking, this good information. Y'all already know what it is. I'm your host, Prince. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 4:30 Central Standard Time, 5:30. No, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Excuse the Takeover. So shout out to y'all, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth. Hit the like button on your way out. And after this video drops, all of you that's talking in the chat, after this video drops, all of you that's talking in the chat, put all them little spicy comments y'all writing, put it in the comment section, because I can cook y'all after. It don't matter. Y'all can get an after school cooking. It don't matter. Put your comments in the chat after this video drops on YouTube. And you can get this cooking in the chat. Look, I don't mind cooking, y'all. I don't mind typing up a cooking. You know, all cookings ain't got to be spoken. I don't mind typing up a cooking. I don't mind adding some salt and pepper, little Tony Sasheri, you know, little cognac, you know, a little Louisiana hot sauce. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind typing up a cooking. So y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth.
IAmZoMedia, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defenders, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past.